Have you heard that Burkina Faso has taken control of its gold mines and has started mining its gold? Not only that, but unlike before, when all the raw gold was exported at cheap prices, Burkina Faso has launched a massive plan to purify and process the gold and turn it into hundreds of gold bars every month. This is changing everything for Burkina Faso, making French and other Western corporations deprived of gold. Earlier, the gold was mined on Burkinabe soil, but it was shipped abroad, refined in Western facilities, and sold on international markets. This enriched foreign economies, while Burkina Faso remained trapped in poverty. Now, Ibrahim Traoré has vowed to change that forever. But how the raw gold and debris is being filtered, purified, and turned into shining gold bars. In this video, let's know about that in detail. Let's get started. For years, Burkina Faso's gold was the foundation of foreign economies, yet the wealth it generated never reached its own people. Western corporations, particularly those from Europe and North America, dominated the country's gold industry, extracting billions of dollars worth of gold each year, while Burkina Faso remained trapped in poverty. The country was one of Africa's top gold producers, yet its role was limited to extraction. The gold left its mines, was shipped abroad, refined in foreign facilities, and then rebranded and sold on global markets as Swiss or Emirati gold. This generated massive profits for foreign investors, while Burkina Faso received almost nothing in return. The numbers reveal the extent of this exploitation. In 2022 alone, Burkina Faso exported $6.74 billion worth of gold, yet the bulk of it, an astonishing $5.93 billion, went straight to Switzerland, which has long acted as a financial hub for African resource wealth. Other buyers included the United Arab Emirates, which imported $534 million. Smaller amounts made their way to India and Rwanda, but regardless of the destination, the pattern remained the same. Burkina Faso was producing gold, but it wasn't keeping the profits. The gold was extracted from Burkinabe soil, but never truly belonged to Burkina Faso. This system was not accidental. It was designed to ensure that wealth remained in foreign hands. Large mining corporations, such as IM Gold, Endeavour Mining, and Nord Gold, secured lucrative contracts that gave them near-total control over Burkina Faso's gold reserves. These companies, mostly French and Canadian, operated under agreements that allowed them to extract gold while paying minimal royalties to the Burkinabe government. They took advantage of tax loopholes and legal schemes that meant Burkina Faso often received as little as 5% of the total revenue generated from its own gold. The raw gold was then swiftly exported to European and Middle Eastern refineries, completely bypassing local processing facilities, ensuring that Burkina Faso never developed the capacity to refine its own gold. Cheap labor fueled this system, with local miners receiving low wages while foreign investors reaped billions in profits. This wasn't just economic exploitation, but a modern version of the colonial-era resource extraction model, where Africa's wealth was systematically drained while its people remained dependent on foreign aid. Beyond this legalized form of exploitation, Burkina Faso also suffered from an enormous underground economy of gold smuggling. Criminal networks, corrupt officials, and insurgent groups operated in the shadows, funneling massive amounts of unregulated gold out of the country. The Sahel region became a hotspot for illicit gold trade, with traffickers moving gold across porous borders into Mali, Niger, and Côte d'Ivoire, where it was rebranded and introduced into the formal global markets. This unregulated trade cost Burkina Faso billions, as nearly half of the gold produced in the country was never officially recorded. Armed groups played a key role in this illegal trade. Extremist organizations took control of artisanal mining sites, using gold profits to finance their operations. Local miners, who formed the backbone of Burkina Faso's gold industry, were often forced to sell their gold at below-market prices to smuggling networks, ensuring that wealth never circulated within the country. Instead, it disappeared into Swiss vaults, Emirati refineries, and global jewelry markets, while Burkina Faso continued to struggle with poor infrastructure, underfunded healthcare, and an economy that remained at the mercy of foreign powers. For years, Burkina Faso's gold was its greatest resource, but only for those who controlled it from a distance. Now, the country is rewriting that story. Under the leadership of Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso is breaking away from the centuries-old system that allowed foreign powers to exploit its vast gold reserves while its own people remained in poverty. For the first time in its history, the country is not just mining gold, it is refining it, producing gold bars, and storing them within its own national reserves. This marks a monumental shift from an era where Burkinabe gold was extracted by Western corporations, shipped abroad, refined in foreign facilities, and then sold on international markets. The profits went to European banks and multinational companies, while Burkina Faso saw little more than environmental destruction and low-wage labor. That era is over. On Traoré's orders, the government has nationalized key mining operations, ensuring that the majority of profits stay within Burkina Faso rather than disappearing into the bank accounts of foreign investors. The government has taken bold measures, reclaiming control over major mining sites and forcing foreign companies to either renegotiate fairer contracts or leave the country entirely. Investment in state-of-the-art mining technology now allows Burkina Faso's workforce to efficiently extract gold without relying on foreign expertise. Additionally, new monitoring systems have been implemented to track every gram of gold mined, cracking down on underreporting and smuggling, which for years drained billions from the country's economy.